Hey, good morning everybody. It's December 1st. It's my birthday.
Falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Hey everybody, so we're racing the clock a little bit today. I'm doing an afternoon run. I had a lot of work to do today, didn't get out in the morning, so we are going to try and do the birthday mile. I wanted to jump on this sort of bandwagon that I know a lot of people are doing. They go out and run their fastest mile on their birthday and see how fast they can go and keep track year after year. Right now, I'm still sort of injured. I don't want to go all out for the mile, so the goal for me today, I'm going to go out and go at threshold pace for the first 400, and then maybe I'll lower it little by little and see how fast we can do it today. Again, with a little bit of an injury still, so I'm not going to push it beyond anything that feels uncomfortable. Thank you to everyone who's been asking about Frankie. He's doing well, all things considered. Basically, he's got some back problems that are very common for dachshunds, and you know, there's little disc issues and things that can happen in their back because they're so long and awkward shaped when they jump or run or do anything like that. So he went to the vet yesterday. He was definitely a little bit nervous. He got some shots and some other things that he needs, and now he's just on a bunch of medication for inflammation, for some pain relief and things like that, and ultimately he'll need an MRI, which they need to sedate them for to keep him still, and that'll tell us if he really needs any further surgery. So he's definitely more comfortable today than he was last week, and that's great. So we'll keep an eye on him and we'll schedule the MRI if needed, and we'll take it from there. It's just day by day, but he's doing well. He's looking cute, and just happy he's not feeling as sore as the other day. I'm gonna stop by the post office really quick before we get out on the track and pick out a couple packages that I have there, and we'll get right to the running in just a second. All right, it's getting dark pretty quick. There's some high school kids still here, so I can't film too much, but just did a 1 mile warm up. It's really cold. It's down in the 30s Fahrenheit today. So just wanted to warm up a little, and let's crank out this mile and see how it goes.
Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the mirror, roll them in, perfect color dripping right up off my skin, roll them out, silver cut.
One more lap. All right, can you see me? If it wasn't dark before, it's definitely dark now. Just finished a cool down, and I'm just walking along the track back to the car. A lot of fun to push myself for the full mile. Definitely all I would be willing to push myself for right now with the hamstring, but I feel okay doing that mile. Went out a little faster than I wanted to, but I'll show you. I think I put the splits every quarter mile so I could see how it looked. So we'll look at it inside. But yeah, just a lot of fun, and not disappointed. All right, we made it back inside, and the big reveal, what was the time for my birthday mile, came in at 7:02, and that was the time it took to go 4 laps around the track. I think the watch had it somewhere around like 6:59, but from start line to finish line, 4 laps around the track, 7:02, and that felt pretty good. Again, I didn't want to push my leg too hard. I also went out a little bit conservative. I had no idea really. I haven't run or raced a mile in I don't know how long, so that's where it was, 7:02. Now, if we look at the splits, again, I was hitting that split button every 400 meters. So I came in at 7:05, 7:08, 7:10, and 6:28 for the paces for each of those laps. And honestly, if you look at the graph for like the pace, it's pretty consistent. I ended up like looking down at my watch right when I started, and I was at like 5:30 per mile. And you can actually see that little spike right in the beginning. So I had to slow down and just calibrate and get right to where I wanted to. I know I said in the beginning I was going to start around threshold. Didn't end up happening. I settled right in around 7 something per mile, and just held that for as long as I could, and then I had plenty of steam left in the fourth to pick it up even more and run somewhere around like 6:30 per mile for the last 400. So I felt good about it. It was fun. It was nice to do on the birthday. The heart rate was a disaster. It was tracking pretty well up in the 170s, maybe peaked at around 180, and then for some reason the watch just dropped off and said I was running at like 130, 140 beats per minute. I don't know what happened, but clearly that's incorrect. I'm sure my heart rate stayed in the 170s and 180s for the remainder of that mile. Just want to start that tradition for myself. It's not something I've ever done. Just wanted to kick it off for this birthday. The first box was sent to me by a company called Fitville. This pair of shoes in particular is actually a pair of their walking shoes, and the second box should be coming shortly, which actually has a pair of their running sneakers. So I'll be trying out the running sneakers. Megan's a big walker, so when I go out and walk with her, I'm definitely going to try these out. I actually do really like the way the walking shoes look as well, so they're a nice pair of casual shoes that I'll probably wear around after any testing or anything like that. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll talk more about the specs and everything once we get some miles in them. The next box that I've got is another massage gun. I'll definitely test it out against my Theragun that I had purchased myself and have already been using, but just first impressions, this thing looks really nice. It's got a swivel arm, which mine doesn't have, and I'll double check the pricing and everything when I look online. Again, there'll be a full review once I use it a lot more. I just picked it up today, but those 2 items and even a third from Fitville will be coming soon. So thanks for watching. Give me a like for my birthday. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.